Welcome to the Midnight Run. We're honored by your attendance. Your host, Danoby2.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to another Midnight Run. I miss you, folks. I really do. I really do. I miss you. I know I've been on break. I've been on hiatus, right? But you have to understand, though, that this is the time of the year where I go on my spiritual walkabout. On my free time, I love getting lost in the desert. I do. And it's even worse now because I have family visiting from Mass, and they want to experience, they want to share what I go through out in the desert, and I've kind of awakened them as to the world that exists out here in Las Vegas. So was that a shitty fight or what? I mean, November has not been a good month for me. And I was looking for a little bit of hope tonight, and I didn't get it. I didn't see Tyson. I didn't see Tyson take out Jake Paul, and I found that very disappointing. But anyway, this is a toy show, action figure show. We're going to be talking about toys. I'm going to introduce. I'm gonna need to bounce my ideas, of course, and I'm going to need some assistance here from Nate. Nate, hello, sir. Hello,
Danoby.
I'm back. I know I've been missing. I know. It's been dark times. I'm gonna try to.
Dark times for you, dark times for me. I haven't streamed in a bit.
It's just, but it's not because it's been busy. And I've just been distracted with nature. And yes, Joshua, I've been chasing the spices. Yes, looking for the sandworms.
The spices must flow.
Who's checking in? Who's checking in? Net Effect. Good morning from Chicago. 2 a.m. Hello, good sir. Channel member Eric. Eric, I miss you. I know. I feel like I let my members down when I go in incognito mode. So good to have you join. Long time no see. Absolutely. Miles Morales. Hey man, long time to see any stream. Look, maybe Nate can back me up on this. When I do a stream, when I do a live stream, a midnight run, or even just an evening run, I need inspiration. I need hope. I need joy.
Oh boy.
And the releases and the pre-orders that have been coming out from Hot Toys have been either A, trash, or B, of no interest to me, genuinely. And I'll go down the list and I'll prove it with you wonderful folks. I will. There's been nothing. What? T2? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not wasting my time with that shit. What? Darth Maul coming in rainbow colors? Darth Maul in a yellow? Darth Maul in a red? I don't. And then I have to research that he's like Darth Maul's cousin. I don't have time for that. I don't do that. So there hasn't been anything generally of interest, right? I'm kind of like a cicada. I go into a deep meditation, hibernation, and I wait for a little bit of hope, a little bit of enjoyment, or just plain ass drama usually gets me to come out. I'll spawn.
Well, you know, Hot Toys. They tend towards the later half of the year. They tend to slow down on actual new pre-orders that savor the taste for you. Get your taste buds rolling. But they work on more of their pre-order backlogs of pre-orders they're trying to get out, towards the end of the year. This
says 10 milligrams. This is just a regular piece of chocolate.
The victim.
I'm the victim, folks. Chocolate. We're gonna get to the good shit. I promise you. We're gonna get to the good shit.
Okay, Mr. Willy Wonka.
John Havana, hello from Boston, Massachusetts. There you go. My cousin, my favorite cousin, has lived for over 20 years in Sandwich, Massachusetts, and I promised him that I would visit him next year in October, so I can hang out and visit the Salem Witch Festival. There's a festival of the witches that happens in Salem, Massachusetts. I told him I'll go there as a Ghostbusters cosplay. I go and I'll tear down those bitches. I mean witches. So that's I plan to. I've only been to Mass once, and from what I can remember, everything looks haunted as shit and like Sleepy Hollow and all that nonsense. Razomos, miss you, bros. I do. Nate, have you seen the so my God, I'm so proud of him. He's growing up. My prodigal son.
My prodigal son. Oh my God.
I just like, oh, look at my little boy growing up. Did you see his cult? The cult of Jazz Inc. I'm getting
no, I have not seen that video yet, but
Really?
I did watch his the dreaded unboxing of his replacement video. I saw that one.
I saw both, but here's a clip of the cult of Jazz Inc. I have saved up here for you. Yeah, he's out of control. He just goes it. He says F it. He just jumped right off a cliff.
Dear Lord.
He was so out of control. I mean, not only was his audience clutching their pearls, I was clutching my pearls too. So that was fun. I should have posted the link. That's a fun little video there. So friend of the channel, Mr. Mom Collectibles, posted the cult of Jazz Inc. And I found it very educational and very, very entertaining. So I do recommend you folks follow that. I do want to point out something for you, Nate. Since our last hangout, I have still been very loyal to my No Nut pre-order pledge of 2024.
Really?
Yeah. There hasn't been anything. There has not been anything for me to break this. In fact, if anything, I'm so proud. I looked at my.
You didn't go with the pre-order on the HasLab, I guess.
Which one?
The Ecto one HasLab.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's classified. Okay, so I did create the loophole that the only thing I would pre-order from that point on until the end of the year is I would pre-order HasLab, right?
Okay.
Go to the HasLab Ecto one, and the more I sat on it, the more I stewed thinking about it. I'm honestly, genuinely hoping it does not get funded.
Oh wow!
Now, if it does get funded on the 11th hour, I will initiate an emergency protocol of peer pressure and a fear of missing out a subroutine, which then I'll just pre-order one because I don't want to miss out on it. But I don't think that HasLab can benefit my collection. And the more it simmers and I'm adding spices and ingredients to the crock pot, it's not working for me. It's not. I'll pre-order it if it gets near the 11th hour and funded, but right now I think it's still hovering around 9,000 backers and it needs 12. And I think we're on day 17 or day 18. So I'm just like, man, I don't think that particular piece can benefit my collection and bring a level of joy into my heart.
Okay.
So I just
understandable. You did explain that we went over this on the last stream about there were certain aspects of that vehicle that some decisions that were made by HasLab that didn't fit right with us.
Yeah.
For going forward with the pre-order. like the decals or what have you. It didn't fit right with me. So I feel what you're going through. So
yeah, and then the weird scale, it doesn't cater to the what was it, the Mezco 1 figures of that scale. Like it's a 6-inch vehicle. Like they don't even classify it into a standard issue size, like, it's 1/10 scale, it's 1/12 scale. No, they just go into it's a 6-inch vehicle, and then when you do the math, you realize that it's a 1/11th, I think is what I came up with. A 1/11th. 1/11th usually tends to segregate you from other action figure lines, meaning if you wanted to incorporate other Selfless Ape from Mezco, and it does not. The only cool thing it has going is that it's one of the rare instances that we see the Ecto 1A from Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah,
it's cool. In fact, that's probably the way I would keep it if it does get funded and I end up just back in one. I would prefer not to, though. I'm not trying to be a Ghostbusters hater. I do love Ghostbusters. I just think that particular piece is going to be a challenge that can benefit my personal collection. So we'll go from there. It's like 17, 18 days, I believe. And we'll go from there. Well, I mean, it's probably going to be an 11th hour decision, meaning 24 when it gets funded. Wear your Ghostbusters outfit when you visit the Satanic Temple in Salem. I didn't know it was there. That sounds pretty cool. Clones. I'm done with clones. I'm going to tell you right now. And I had a mini rant on this. I think I sent like a long ass audio to Mr. Hadalorian, and then I think he sent back a long rant and audio message on he's effing tired of the amount of cash grab and Star Wars. This is from someone that adores Star Wars, and he buys like all of the Disney Plus Star Wars schlock. Like he has Reva and all of the, like, he gets all of that, the Sith Inquisitor Commander Obsidian, what's his name, the bald guy, like he gets it all. But even he's like he's done. I go, this is way too much. It's getting to the point where the clones are starting to come out way too aggressively. And I think the newest the game.
But don't crucify me, Danoby. Don't crucify me. But I'm looking to get 4 of those commandos.
But have you? Well, let me ask you something. Have you played the game?
Which game?
The game that it's based off of. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Republic Commando, dude. I got it on PC right now, man. Dude, I have multiple downloads of different versions of that game. So yes, Republic Commando, dude. That hits back home for me.
But what about? Okay, so it's that one you're worried about. Okay, I was thinking of the one based off of Jedi Order, the one that was a timed one.
Oh wait, so there's different. There's the Republic Commando, though, actual white suit ones. Are available for pre-order. They did the Imperial Commandos and they did the Scorch one from the Bad Batch.
And they're not showing up here because they're on wait list. Maybe that's why they're not showing up on my.
Oh no, he just got up for pre-order a few weeks ago, so he should still be up there. Now, if you're talking about Imperial Commando and Scorch, they should be out of the picture right now because sometimes when they hit wait list, for some reason, Sideshow unlists them on the site.
Oh, I see. Look at that. Yeah, you're right.
It's very weird. It's very weird.
Yeah. So it's this one here, based off of the game. Is this the one that you multiple pre-ordered?
Yeah.
So you got 4 of them, guys?
Yeah, 4 of them.
Have you? So this is the game I was asking you. Have you ever played Jedi Survivor?
You talking about Republic Commando?
No, right here. Look, the one that I'm showing you on the screen.
You talking about this? Oh, no, that's the First Trooper. I got 2 of those.
Okay. This is the one that a lot of people never played the game. Have you played this one?
Yes, I played the first one. I haven't played the second one yet.
Okay. I have this one on a digital download, and I don't even remember this character. Now, to be fair, I didn't finish the game, but I got pretty darn close to the end. And I'm telling you, I don't remember. And I think this is the one that we had our personal rants of, like, he's kind of over it. Like, he missed out on this one. I'm like, yeah, I go, it's way too many stormtroopers, clone troopers, and such, where I'm like, well, I'm running out of space for Star Wars. So I've switched into, like, emergency backup mode. Like I need to get the ones I really want, because I don't want to be forced to buy any more of module cases. I don't need those things, so I don't want any more of those.
But I
So
want more.
yeah, no, this is no. So you're talking about the other clone commander here, right?
Yeah, there's another clone commander. It's the white suit, that's a clean suit, pretty much. It's not the Imperial Commando colors or the Scorch colors. It's straight up white.
Okay.
There you go. That's my boy.
So
That's my boy. Yeah, right there.
There you go. Yeah. So, well, like I said, this is something that I'll kind of here. Let me rechange, because I was gonna save this for the. I'm just gonna recalibrate this, and then let's actually go to the Batmissle here. All right. And we're gonna jump into those. See, they're not, those clones are a waste of money. I don't want to go that harsh.
Oh shoot, you're really jumping into Batmissle right now.
We're going straight. We're going straight into the Batmissle, because we're gonna. This is gonna be like the story.
Don't forget the lube.
This is where we're gonna junction and bounce in different directions, and
okay,
so forth. Those clones are a waste of money, but just to finish off on this reply here, the set can be said about Iron Man. But I just do feel that with Star Wars, Hot Toys has in the last probably 12 months have been a lot more aggressive with the rainbow color styles. I mean, it feels like they're reaching on every part of the galaxy with these clones, and honestly, they do take up a lot of space.
It's the same thing with your Spider-Man figures. There's so many of them.
I just feel like there's been more of an influx of randos like this. But again, I mean, you know what, Nate, it's right. You are right. It's just the same could be said about Iron Man and Spider-Man. For me personally, I go, it's no. But I am personally chasing most of the Spider-Man figures. But even then, I'm still probably at 90% of the ones I really want or have. So forth. So Batman and Batmobile always seems to be such a sensitive topic for the community. It's just something that really spurs a lot of emotions from opposite and multiple different sides. Everybody feels that their opinion is grander, carries more weight than said others. It's just honestly at this point it feels like just one big shit show. It's the Batmobile Batman story is the one that's just, at least from my point of view, is the one that constantly just keeps giving. It's always drummed up. It's like just the sludge. It's like when you walk in through the beach and you drum up the sand and the sludge. It's like it's always it's become now like the sensitive whipping boy, because I can't think of anything it's kind
of like it's kind of like when it comes to have you ever gotten into the PC and console wars back in the days? Like, oh, the Xbox was better. No, the PlayStation was better. Oh no, PCs where it's at. Yeah. Kind of thing. It's becoming that way, especially with the Batman line, especially with the vehicles. Like the Batmobile has pretty much become that sort of tug and pull from different companies coming at it. Like, and then then we have the fans, we have the supporters going at it.
I think for the most part, I mean, I've always gone out of my way to provide the best insights and benefits that, I mean, at least from my point of view, to the community, as far as helping them with purchases like this. Because 1/6 scale vehicles they're not action figures, they're not even Hot Toys, they're large, more grandiose pieces that accent an actual Hot Toys product, and it's so important. And it's like beating a dead horse, because we're going to keep beating the Batmobile dead horse probably for months and maybe even years to come. I don't think it's gonna, unless one opposing toy company decides to give up and fold, there's always going to be that
Bend the knee.
Yeah, I mean, and it's between Hot Toys and it's between Jazz Inc. and
The juice.
and yeah, the amount of the amount of vehicles he's produced, and how all of them are just trash. So, from a certain point of view, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to add that little fine print, because everybody who purchases and supports the company Jazz Inc. and shelling out $1,500 to $1,800 figures, they genuinely in their right mind feel that they have a high-end quality product that's going to last for years to come. And truth is going to hurt when those years start rolling by. I thought in my last live stream discussing the products of Jazz Inc. and what they do, is that their products are not worth it. The QC is atrocious, and the company has never successfully produced a decent vehicle. It seems every vehicle that they've ever produced has a hidden Easter egg, just a defect, a flaw. And while others may ignore it, because ignorance is bliss, and others may point it just seems, from my point, at least from what I have seen and what I've witnessed and what I've reviewed, right? I don't just judge the company off of photos and YouTube influenced videos. I've had the products in my hands. I've reviewed them personally, and I just don't ever think that this company is ever going to produce a working 1/6 scale vehicle that can pass the same level of check marks that Hot Toys does. So
I think there is a possibility that in a pretty much skewed timeline of sorts, Juice would be able to pull that off if he wasn't so fixed on trying to please everyone. When you try to please everyone, then you start losing folks, because he can't really please everyone. Like, there's so many changes with this vehicle that he's done over its production that it just doesn't make sense to me. Like just pick a path and make sure you get it right, rather than trying to make changes along the way to improve on the updates or improve on the certain designs you want to pull off. Like,
well, he has
like,
great business. I mean, we'll give him that. It's just the company can't make a decent product for the amount you pay for and what is expected. And it just seems that when the product is shown on a social media platform from, say, anybody, it always seems that the real truth of the product, the quality of the product, is it's suppressed. But I mean, there aren't, for to a certain point, and for quite a while until just recent, the cracks on the ice have started to form, and there are current YouTubers out there that are now finally expressing, not just me, right? You can't just say, hey, it's me. I've always pointed them out. I've always documented the product's flaws on my channel. I've researched independently. I've owned a product. I've reviewed multiple products from Jazz Inc. And my consensus is that the company produces garbage. But I can bring a horse to water, but I can't force him to drink. And so I'm like, I'm done. I mean, I thought that last live stream, based on his 89 Batmobile, the one based off of the one review from Mr. Mom's Collectibles, where the vehicle, I mean, it's like you can't win with the 89 Batmobile. I mean, the vehicle either arrives being fished out of Gotham Harbor, or it arrives being rerouted through the Sahara Desert and it's covered in dust and sand and who knows what other particle based off of the second batch. So it's Look, I'm just happy that there are not just me, that there are now others willing to stand up, because I don't understand what the whole shill aspect to Jazz Inc. I never understood that. I never understood why YouTubers, certain YouTubers who always felt like they needed to bend the knee to Jazz Inc. I never understood that. I never got that. Retailers should be bowing their knees to the consumer. I never got that mentality to earn a free product, which there's nothing wrong with a free product, but then suppress the actual truth of the said product's condition from your audience. It's bad form and doesn't provide a benefit. And I don't, that's not something I condone. I don't get it. If you're a YouTube influencer, you have a channel, you have a platform to really provide a benefit to the community, to humanity, and really sharing. I would want people to, help me and share insights. I can tell you right now, I mean, there's certain, I get it. Well, I don't want to give up not watching my YouTuber, but there's certain ways to watch YouTubers. Like when the channel tested Adam Savage, when he reviews toy products, like, because he's gotten free stuff from like Hot Toys and Jazz Inc. and so forth, I don't watch his reviews because I know it's a paid advertisement, and he's going to blow everything up, and it's already common knowledge that Adam Savage and his reviews and Norm tend to suppress the negativity of said products that they graciously get compensated for and comped for. So I guess you have to really learn how to watch influenced, to watch an influenced review like that and not be influenced. It just doesn't make sense, Nate. It doesn't.
So, Danoby, it's a possibility that either these YouTubers that bought these or were given tested pieces, what have you, or better yet, let's talk about the collectors that did buy the Batmobile or bought a Jazz Inc product. Would you honestly, depending on your pride, would admit that you made a bad decision on a pricey product that wasn't worth the amount you paid for?
I've done that all the time, so that's an easy question to answer. Yes, I would put. I don't care if it means helping others to provide an educated decision to purchase a product. No. I've gotten crappy products all the time. I've shown it to my audience. When the Mark II DeLorean arrived, all botched up, I showed it on the first review. That way others can brace for impact and they can be prepared, or how to deal with sideshow. But why wouldn't you want to help others like that and suppress it? I buy myself
because they would look like the dumb one in the situation.
It's part. It's part of the game. Well, I made a stupid decision, and so in buying said product, yeah, I'm going to let others know that way that they don't make. All right, swallow your pride and just move forward with it. The Batmissle. This is such a unique situation, Nate. The whole idea of the bat. This says there's so many different ways on how to really take the whole Batmissle. You already have two competing toy companies that have released and made an 1989 Batmobile. Now you have a new product that can accent those existing products. And for some weird reason, it clearly stirs controversy. Is Jazz Inc. gonna make the Batmissle, or should we go with Hot Toys? I personally, even if Jazz Inc. was making the Batmissle, I still wouldn't go with him, even though you may already have bit the bullet on the 89 Batmobile. But can you imagine Jazz Inc. taking a crack at the Batmissle? It's going to look like it's going to look like a police baton with four wheels on it. It's not going to.
You're being nice, Danoby.
I'm just saying. It'll be covered in water and dust or something, or worse, it'll be an electrical short in it. You don't. you should. It's like you stick your finger in an electrical socket. You should learn by the first time you get shocked that if you already decided to bite the bullet through Jazz Inc.'s '89 Batmobile and whatever the rumors are on that side of the fence that maybe one will be made, I would absolutely dodge that bullet and just end up grabbing the Hot Toys to accent the existing '89 Batmobile that was made by him. This is gonna be a really, really nice one, Nate. This is gonna be
the game's afoot, huh? Okay.
Hey, have it! And let's slip the dogs of war.
Bones, where's my torpedo?
Bet you wish you'd stood in bed.
Key, please, Doctor. Time is short.
Motor circuit A.
Sensor. We've got a heartbeat. Get low!
Fire!
To be or not to be.
Target that explosion and fire. Fire!
Jesus, Nate, I didn't know that clip was that long.
Oh my god, it was so good.
It seems like it was just an internal struggle between Hot Toys and Jazz Inc., throwing shots at each other. And I wanted to make sure that the audience saw that, hey, I think there's going to be a new contender coming back into the arena sometime next year, and it's going to be Blitzway.
I like how you gave Zulu a Blitzway. That was good.
That's right. Yeah, because Blitzway is also going to be making 1/6 scale vehicles, and you have to assume everything. What if Blitzway picks up the Batmobile license, and why not? Warner Brothers sells it to anybody that writes them a check. It's not that difficult to get the license. So who's to say that Blitzway wouldn't be able to make it, right? We already know leaked info that they're making a die-cast DeLorean 1/6 scale. We know that's on the way.
Yeah.
So they could be revisiting certain Ecto-1s. They could even be doing Batmobiles. But going back to Hot Toys, they've been sleeping too, apparently. And the fact that we haven't gotten a really, actually, I was going to say we haven't gotten a really true 100% new 1/6 scale vehicle from Hot Toys. But I have to add like the new R&D because they're still kind of releasing 1/6 scale vehicles, but it's not new. For example, they reissued the '89 Batmobile, but they did kind of give us a Mark III DeLorean, with probably a good percentage of our new R&D, but nonetheless still reusing most of the original mold. So all that being said, this is special. This is kind of like a baby, a new baby. Welcome, that's entering the Hot Toys family. We haven't seen this type of spunk from them for quite a while. This is a 1/6 scale vehicle. They usually drag their feet on this, and now, while most of us were waiting for the 2022 Batmobile that was teased by them, that's the one I thought was probably going to show up. They surprise us with this, a Batmissle. And what do you think, Nate? I mean, I think it looks cool.
No, I like it. I just love the possibilities that's coming from this piece. One is USB powered.
Okay, that's
and
good.
Also it's a proper 1/6 of the Batmobile.
Yes.
Or part of it.
Yes. Yeah, that's something that was pointed out that it's brand new R&D. So why not, create some inaccuracies or accuracies from their last version of it. So true 1/6 scale. Do we know if this thing if the wheels can roll? Is that something, or is this a station?
Well, the wheels can expand. Like they can. They don't have to be. They don't have to be just straight that way. They can just you could expand them a little bit, kind of like what you did with the DeLorean, but not too much. But they can expand.
Okay.
So maybe you'd be able to roll it. Maybe.
Okay. It doesn't look like it's roller friendly. It doesn't look like it's gonna be able to roll properly because they might be taking some compromises. So, Scarlett, sorry, can you hear Scarlett in the background?
Yeah, I can hear it.
If she gets too loud, let me know. Apologies for that. She's over here throwing a fight. Eric, will Hot Toys make a 92 Batmobile? I thought it was the same vehicle. What do they do different with the 92 Batmobile? Oh, you mean to coincide with the missile, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Like this is the next evolution. After the missile, we will probably get the USB power 2.0 92.
Okay. And actually, and then just to go, and then to go back off of his question, and then if they do it, then when they make like improvements on the size, so it probably would be a completely new different vehicle if they ever pursued it.
Yeah, but most likely because it will be the 92.
Yeah. So see, I missed this comment from Eric. Jazz has already stated in Facebook post that he has plans to use the Batmissle. Oh, that's gonna turn out well. Yeah. I only just picked up the Hot Toys Batmobile last week. It's a great vehicle. I USB hacked it. It's definitely worth for the price point and the and what it goes for. So I love it. I think it's good.
That's Scarlett.
Can you hear? I'm gonna scold her right now, but I'm gonna have to.
Oh, I can't hear her. Yes.
I gave them the one word that they don't like. I just said no. And they hate it. They hate the word no.
Oh,
they figured it out. I don't even think it was very roller friendly either. Yeah, I just don't see. It's kind of, you know what this reminds me of, where the Bat cycle from the Christopher Nolan film, you know, the one with the two giant big wheels.
Yeah.
Like that couldn't roll at all. Like it was just, you put Batman on there and you pose your figure stuff, but don't ever expect to get those wheels to roll properly, where it was just a lot of friction tension on it. And that's what this is giving me the impression of, where it may have some roller difficulties. If they're going with like that solid rubber and the joints, I don't know. I'm getting that vibe. That's kind of what I'm kind of getting on. If you know the, have you ever owned the Christopher Nolan is it Batcycle? Batcycle from the movie Hot Toys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever owned it?
Yes.
Okay. So you know about the wheels and how the frigid from the, like it's not, it's, so for example, like the Hot Toys 89 Batmobile, I can put that on a smooth surface and give it a nice push and it rolls effortless, like a Hot Wheels. Same thing too with the DeLorean. They don't need a lot of push.
I feel that over time, Hot Toys has slowed down on the roll factor in their vehicles. Have you noticed that as of late?
If that's the impression that you're getting, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would you make a car that doesn't exhibit some sort of roll-in action?
Well, look at the DeLorean Mark II.
But that was different, though. That was probably the different one because you had to sacrifice some features for that hover conversion. That was never going to roll properly in hover conversion because there's no stability. Those hover struts, there's no strong tension on it. It's not a strong arm where it can balance the wheels properly. So I mean that was always given. I'm assuming the Mark III DeLorean, the one with the train tracks and so forth, it's probably going to roll just as good as the Mark I, because it had like a steel bar in the front and the back of the wheels, and it rolled properly. So not that it's a deal breaker or anything. I don't think it should be, but I just, as if you're a car enthusiast, and no one's looking, you're going to want your products to roll to a certain degree. So seeing the Batmissle makes me wonder the possibility of Hot Toys doing the Batboat thing towards the end of the film, or the Penguin Duckmobile. Oh, see, now that's scary. That's starting to reach. Yeah.
I was given questions like that earlier this week when they released this. I was like, what about the other 92s? I'm like, wait a minute, let's calm down now. Let's calm down.
And people like, and then for Batman for Batman 2, maybe we can get the Roland Alley train set, where the carnival freaks from the Penguin's car, and I'm just like, no.
Or the Penguin Mobile.
The Penguin Mobiles come up, and I go, and I always kind of cringe inside, because I don't want collectors to put that out in the universe, because honestly, you just don't know who is listening or watching, and I know a lot of those retailers do, and you're like, oh, people keep wanting the Penguin Duck. People want someone to make it, and so they can see what it looks like. But then when you're asking them to cough up $600, they're usually running the other way. So people ask for stuff versus willing to commit. Man, Eric, I'm going to tell you, that's two different.
Look what happened to exactly, Danoby. Look what happened to Juice and Jazz Inc's voting system on their Facebook. Right, everybody's voting for a certain Star Wars figure and what have you, and Juice needs to come in and, hey, what happened to the folks that wanted this purchase? Like, the pre-order numbers don't match the voting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's just stupid. And then it's also a closed group, right? So it's kind of like inbreed and collect. They're not getting any outside diversity when it comes to opinions like that, which is so weird. I never, that doesn't make any sense. I just like, why would you? What kind of a voting system is that? Is that
brother? Ew.
That doesn't sound like a democracy there. I don't know. You're only restricting it and so forth. The other thing too, what does this mean that Hot Toys is now, hey, we're back. We're doing a 1/6 scale vehicle to continue the milking of Batman 89 IP. So we want to sell more Keaton figures, and here is the razor to the blades that you folks have been buying out there, which is this is something I've always said. I know Hot Toys' real money is from 1/6 scale figures. I get it. But eventually, when you're making figures like that, you're gonna eventually have to cough up making the razors. You sell the razors cheap so that you can mark up the blades, which is the razor. So I was like, it doesn't make any sense. Hot Toys keeps releasing all of these damn characters, and a lot of these characters really only work with said vehicles, Batman being one of them. And I'm like, they keep making more Keatons, but yet they're not really investing in said vehicles. So could this be a one-off? Could this continue Hot Toys' R&D mission to find out? I mean, to to create more products or
innovation.
Innovation, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's exciting, right? I'm like, oh, maybe they're coming back into our lives again. They really care about us, so they're starting to make vehicles. Does this mean that they're going to finally commit to the Batmobile 2022 that they teased, right, a couple of years ago? Remember that? Or last year? Was it a year ago?
Yeah, I think a year ago. Yes.
Yeah, they've really been teasing a lot of stuff that I felt that they were going to be making, and they're just kind of dragging their feet, kind of overwhelmed and such.
Well,
And
Danoby, you know, they've been going back into the well again. You've seen it. They've been
yes,
going back into their graveyard well of figures on Sideshow's wish list. What is it? Wish list? No, coming soon page. They call
Yeah.
it the graveyard now, right? They've been going back in that well, pulling out figures, and they're making them. So it's pretty cool seeing this.
yeah, it's exciting, but also scary because you're like, oh, we thought they were gonna do it. You know, it always makes it difficult to plan for uncertainties like that. It just doesn't. It just I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm with you on that. I think it's cool that they're going back into the well like that, and I want more. I mean, are you
I
excited?
want more.
I want more. Did you pre-order this?
No, not yet. I'm just playing the wait game on this one. I still want to get this to Sideshow. I feel that if you're going to get a big piece like this,
Yeah.
no pun intended, vehicle-wise, it's better to go with a company that will support you, or a vendor, what have you, that will help you if replacements have to, be an option. So security.
Yeah.
So I will most likely pre-order this through Sideshow.
It's interesting for me. It's exciting and it's cool. It has a really cool feature to it. I'm gonna wait. I don't know if I want this in my collection. I don't. I think this is one of those products that I'm gonna wait till the very end. I'm interested in it, but I'm not. Like, I wouldn't lose.
Okay, so you're gonna wait till the blue screen or what have you.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably not even that. Most likely,
Really? Oh, wow.
likely wait to the release. Because when it comes to vehicles, it's never. At least I feel it's not as a big challenge, as it is. Oh Jesus!
Once the scale, regular once the scale figure,
Yeah.
or HasLab.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had a. You're gonna have to excuse me, Nate.
Mhm.
I may have taken just a few extra pieces of chocolate, and I'm having trouble focusing right now, and so I'm gonna need your help because I don't
Oh
know
my
what to
God.
do. I'm gonna need your help right now because I'm just I'm having trouble focusing, and
It's okay, Danoby.
yeah.
It's okay.
And folks, apologies for me. All right, I may have just overdone it on the chocolates, and I'm getting a little sense of panic because I'm like, should I continue the live stream or pause it right now to try to save face and then make an apology? So I will need your help right now, Nate. What do you think I should do?
Let's give the people what they want, Danoby. We haven't seen a stream in quite a while.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna hang
Let's
on.
let's finish off strong, Danoby.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm here.
Okay.
The chat is here.
Okay. All
We're
right.
supportive.
I'm gonna thank you. So I'm gonna follow your lead. And what is it that you would like to talk about? Oh,
So
no.
Danoby, are we done with Jazz Inc? I feel that we're done with Jazz Inc, right? We already discussed. Is there anything you wanted to talk more in depth with?
Let me see.
Because you have your notes.
I want to. Yeah, actually, I want to say though that I'm so proud of Mr. Bob's Collectible.
Oh,
For finally shedding that the whole truth. It always
Mhm.
and I'm always gonna favor that because, like, it always any sense of credibility that I can generally get from in any direction. I'm always going to enjoy. I'm always like, wow, like I'm not being the bad guy. And for the record, I do not hate
You are not the bad guy, Danoby.
not even Yoast. I need to look at it more as the company, as Jazz Inc. And people think I hate him. I'm like, I don't. I just think it's a bad company to purchase, invest, or anything like that. But people feel that when you attack their said favorite products, they always get very defensive and not defensive. They get very sensitive and they get very sad.
They get sensitive. Well, defensive, yes. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yes. They're sensitive about the situation, yes.
And they feel like they need to lash. So it's
kind of like your favorite football team not doing so well, and then your partner is just making fun of you, what have you, and then you're battling out for supremacy of which is the best football team. So it makes sense. It makes sense that people would lash out to defend their favorite player or favorite football team.
Aaron Wilbur, I don't know. I don't know how the story of the company Jazz Inc. is going to end. It's just sad that they take advantage of collectors. They tap into their emotional state of the nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, and I've always seen that as, and to me, it never made any sense for me. And because if you love something, you need to know when to respect it and not fight and let it go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always said that, and people have always, I remember in the early days, people would say, oh, well, Danoby with Jazz Inc. ever made a DeLorean? And I go, man, I would never, ever. I go, I learned my lesson from the first one. And if the company ever got their hands on making the DeLorean, I mean, that thing would just be
wheels would be falling off. Yeah, wheels would be falling off.
Yeah, it'd be one quick mess. And yeah, it just.
So Danoby,
yes.
Have you heard about the newest reveal from Hot Toys? Not the Batmobile, not the Batmissle, but the newest reveal from Disney's most accomplished film this year, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, about their new collab figure, right? With the Deadpool head? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, and that's based off of Deadpool 3.
Yes.
And that's a big deal because Hot Toys has never done the human head before.
Yeah, this is the first time they've done. And I remember, Danoby, that we've talked about this, that if Hot Toys would flex on a Deadpool piece that has a certain accessory that you don't have in your other Deadpools, you would take it to consideration.
Yes. And I enjoyed Deadpool versus Wolverine. I only need one figure from that movie, and that's the regular clean version of Wolverine.
Okay.
I enjoyed the movie. I really, really liked it. I've seen it. I saw it twice, but it doesn't mean I'm chasing. Like, no, I feel for me, Deadpool is like Doctor Strange. For my current collection and the vibe and the feel, I'm like, I need to just get one representation of the character. So, for example, there's been a few good Doctor Strange releases, and I'm like, I gotta pass because they take up a lot of space. He's waving his hands, floating in the air and shit, and usually has a grand setup. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just Deadpool. I'm back. Sorry. It's gonna be a pass. It has no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it looks cool. I mean, but I have one Deadpool in my collection, and it's from Deadpool 2. I'm like that right now, Nate. I'm running out of space. I genuinely am running out of space, and I don't want to give Brian from Modu Case more money for more cases. I want to try to make it work. I don't, man. I don't. It's like I'm starting to kind of buckle. I'm going to start to get rid of stuff, and I really, really don't want to though. So
Okay.
I just have
No,
to.
I understand it. That's another thing too with Hot Toys is that they not only Hot Toys, but a lot of companies, like you said before, want your money, and they will be putting out figures out there or HasLabs or what have you that you would enjoy. But at the end of the day, we just gotta learn to say no to certain things, like you did right now. Deadpool, the newest figure with the head sculpt, is around the corner. Is probably going to be a DX. You're saying no to that.
Yes, there isn't a coming soon page on this one, is it?
Yes, there is a coming soon.
Let's take a look at it.
There's already a coming soon for it. It's a Deadpool Unmasked, I think that's what it's called. It's not coming soon.
Okay, so there's a folder right there. Okay. That's neat. Coming soon. All right, get rid of that. Let's go back over here. Did you see my God, they cannot get rid of Boba Fett to save their lives. They're giving the
Boba Fett.
He cannot, man. They just look at that. What a joke of a show. We the People Writer 2011 checking in from UK. Huge fan, both of you. Thank you. Apologies for not giving you. I'm not in the current state of mind right now, but I thank you. I really, really do.
No, thank you for coming in.
Yeah. Also, the Bat Rocket is terrible. Whereas the Robert Pattinson Batmobile. Yes, I'm with you on that. Or the Ben Affleck. Never say never. I just
never say never. Yes, exactly.
They did tease the 2022 Robert Pattinson Batmobile, and everybody still swallowed a pill over from Jazz Inc.'s version with wobbly wheels and
wiggle, and
just a shitty paint job, and just like ugh. They he kind of gave up on it.
Yeah.
Gave up on life on that. The comic book Batman. Oh, go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. The comic book Batman. I was going to say that. No, continue.
Yeah.
The Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I remember this one here. No, I had not pre-ordered that one yet. I like I've said before, I am trying to work off what pre-orders I have right now.
Okay, me too.
Before I move on to something new. Like if I'm pre-ordering anything, it has to be an exclusive, a limited release. That's where I will break my rule on pre-ordering. I will go after those. But anything that's open for pre-order, like this one right here, is not an exclusive. Yeah. I will pre-order this in a later date or pick this up on a later date because it's available in other stores, other venues. I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not doing this. I don't do anything comic books. I'm trying to keep my collection very what's the word, cinematic, where things that have had some sort of like an actor or actress portrayed in but this right here, no, and no, I didn't. It's also been done. It's been done a lot as action figures too. As an action figure.
Actually, for like what 5-7 years, we've seen like custom 1/6 scale versions of this character. So collectors have had their fill with this particular character. But now we're finally having a licensed 1/6 scale.
And it's always been one of the most commonly kit bash jobs. Where you're right. I remember even before I left Facebook, this is one of the ones that people would always try to kit bash and make. But at this price though, it's not bad though, right? At $255.
Yeah, I've seen the custom jobs go for at least 1,000.
Mm-hmm. If you want to get the head sculpt right, I would imagine so. And then after that is look, no genuine hate on the Terminator line. I lived it. I feel it's one of the lines that just as a toy collector going from the 90s into the 2000s was always the one that was most abused as far as production. If it wasn't McFarlane Toys, it was other, Kenner. And I have like the Movie Maniacs and the whole Movie Maniacs line of these guys. And I feel like I went through that cycle And I don't have any genuine interest in a Robert Patrick T1000 2.0. I know it's one of the early Hot Toy figures, but no, I have no interest in that. I'm assuming you are.
Oh yes. I was not collecting Hot Toys at the time when Terminator was at its peak.
Yeah.
When it comes to releases with Hot Toys, I did go back and pick up a loose battle damage version of the DX13.
Okay.
And I picked up the original DX10, which came with the actual leather Terminator. I got that one too as well. And pretty much for a deal, because I love hunting for deals. So seeing these come to life again, especially the Liquid Terminator and what have you, I'm like, yes, I will be going down this route. And I don't mind picking up the 2.0s.
Yeah. No, I have to stay within my lanes, especially now due to space. And I'm like, no. I felt I felt like I lived through it. I mean, and then the price was it $360, $370 with shipping and tax. So yeah, it no. They look great though. I mean, I don't really have anything. I mean, it looks like Hot Toys really put a lot of love and care, but
yeah, Danoby, you're practicing control, like Yoda. Control.
Yeah.
You must learn to control.
Yeah. And even though that is actually a cool head sculpt, the one with the bullet, that is pretty. That's a really good recreate. It even has that weird eye stare from the Stan Winston puppet that was used. That's neat. You see how his eyes look all, I remember. That's neat. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, no, I cannot do the Terminator line right now. That also applies to the Predator as well. The Predator, I know there's a few
the Samurai.
Yeah, no. And this is something. This is when I started up the live stream. I said, I go, look, I need to talk about fun things and or just things of interest, or just to me generally personally. And there's just the announcements and these pre-order announcements. They haven't been doing it. This is what we're at so far, right? From Batwing, and then not counting the timed exclusive that's not showing up here. So another Andrew Garfield, Keaton Part 2, from Batman Part 2.
Batman Part 2.
Batman Part 2.
92.
92, yeah, Batman 92. Batman Returns. Yeah.
Returns.
Returns. Kill it. But Batgirl, another. So it's just no. And then this guy here, T800. So there just hasn't been a lot of really brand new pre-order announcements. And then on the other side, all the Hot Toy releases, they've been kind of boring. Have you seen them? Have you just seen what's been? Well, at least maybe I guess if you're collecting the Star Wars Clone Wars, it'll. I mean, you'd probably be happy with. I'm going to try to show the page here. Show this tab. Pop it right here. So, what have we? Well, they've been they're still teasing. Oh, the Artisan Joker.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have you pre-ordered the Artisan Joker?
Yes, out of my Artisan pre-orders, I've only pre-ordered 2 Artisans in my spreadsheet. One of them being the Joker, and then the second one is Scarlet Witch. No, not Scarlet Witch.
That's
Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. Black Widow. Black Widow was the other second one. Yeah, but no, I haven't gotten my invoice. I mean, this was a day 1 pre-order for me. So, are people starting to get this now?
Yes, it was. Well, I haven't gotten my notification yet on this. So collectors are getting this from elsewhere, not Sideshow yet. I haven't seen a notification yet from Sideshow yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting on it. Looks like it's gonna be freaking awesome. So, yeah, I want this. I mean, it's also the main reason too why the Harley Quinn Artisan I passed on it. I go, she looks great, but I go, I still need convincing that Hot Toys can deliver from what they're promising. So the photos look great, but I still need mine in my hands. I can make the ultimate decision, but I'm not. There's just way too many artisans that have been released into pre-order. I'm like, man, they're almost twice as much as regular Hot Toys, and so yeah, it's a huge.
I think you're going to be impressed, Danoby, by the work they've done with this piece. From what I've seen from photos and what I've seen from posts and what have you, and comparisons to the in-art version, I'm like, wow, Hot Toys is swinging. They're swinging big.
And then the Clone Wars Emperor was released. Yep. And it's hard to get excited for this because this is the Clone Wars, and they've already announced an Emperor version, right, from Return of the Jedi. Was that the realistic one?
No, the one you're talking about is the Revenge of the Sith version.
Oh yes, that one. Yes.
The final battle version where he takes on Yoda in the Senate.
Yes. So why get excited for this one when you can wait for the better one down the road? All you have to do is be patient. Right? So yeah, this was another big snooze for me. I'm like, I didn't pre-order this version, and after seeing that one, I'm like, I know to avoid the first batch version of the Emperor before he shows up again. So yeah,
I feel that I feel like Hot Toys could have done a DX Deluxe version of this piece, honestly, to where we get multiple head sculpts. They've done this before. We've seen DXs where we've gone, or Deluxes where we got multiple head sculpts and looks, and I'm surprised that they did this. But again, not really surprised, because why sell you one piece with multiple accessories when it can sell you two figures?
Yeah. I mean, technically, two figures from two different IPs, but essentially, reusing certain parts. I bet you they'll probably have the same pair of hands and same, probably using the same sculptor too, even though the head's a little bit different. So, but yeah, I would cancel it. I would just eat the pre-order or the pre-order cancellation on this and just go.
Well, luckily for collectors, this is, if you pre-order this through Sideshow, there was a delay notice that went off. So because it's delayed, you will be receiving your NRD back on that piece.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not bad then. And then that's it. And then Chopper. I'm not getting Chopper. So and then a lot of it's been a lot of cost baby releases. And then
different variants, like the Spider-Man red and black variant of the
I don't know
2.0 Spider-Man suit.
Yeah. Is this on pre-order out already? This one here?
Yeah. I think it's already sold out. I think it's already waited on Sideshow. It took a few. I think it took a day or two. I know it took a weekend. There you go. I think it took a weekend to sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting this one because I was not lucky enough in the queue to pick up the 2.0 suit. So I'm getting the red and black version, so it's fine.
Damn, this is a good looking. I have the black suit version of the same style with the same mechanical arms.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job. I mean, I can see why they want to keep reusing this style and pattern. They've
done a great job with this body too. So I've seen people just having fun with these Spider-Man figures again, and it's good to see.
Yeah. Then after that, it's this guy here, another snoozer. Did you get this one?
Yes, I'm getting this one. Yes. Did
you pre-order or are you getting it? This is the.
Oh no, I didn't pre-order this one. I'm getting this one. Yes, but I didn't pre-order it. It's still available on Sideshow, so it's going to be one of those where I'm going to attempt at a discount because when figures hit in stock, and they usually last for maybe a few months, maybe a year or two, you might see a 10%er or 20%er. That's how I was able to get the DeLoreans for 10%, 15% off.
That's true. Did you get your BT droid?
No, I still haven't gotten my notification on this one yet to come in. I have the 000 though, so I have his partner.
I'm working on. So it doesn't light up.
Ooh, Danoby, don't tell me.
So
you going in?
Oh yeah, I've already started because it's underneath it. You can kind of. Is that neat?
Oh my god! Look at the cute little bugger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll get the USB wired into that, and yeah, I'm gonna make my BT droid light up because Hot Toys made the top dome easy to pop off, and inside there's a cavity, and there's even like molded arms or molded edges or hooks, where it looks like they may have one point thought about adding a light feature to it, and it just got either abandoned for unknown reasons, typically probably or something. But yeah, I'm like, why didn't they add LEDs to this?
I'm very surprised because this could have easily been a home run with them, like R2D2. They've done this with R2D2.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that he's available still, isn't he? That's so weird. I like if 000 sold out, wouldn't the same batch of the BT droids kind of line up? I mean, they go.
Well, the 000 was an exclusive of 2,500 or 1,500, versus this one is open season with pre-orders.
Oh yeah. Probably
So if this little bugger was an exclusive limited edition, then yes, it would have sold out within a few days. Yes, Danoby, I was going to bring that up to you. You can read it.
Are either of you interested in anything Caustic Plastic is doing? I know they are doing officially licensed Conan the Barbarian, Dark Crystal. I can't remember the third party. Well,
Pan's Labyrinth. Is it Pan's Labyrinth? Wait, is it Pan's Labyrinth? Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth is the third one they're doing.
I've never heard of this company before.
Really? Yeah. You haven't heard about what they're working on? They're doing a Conan Barbarian figure. I think it's going to be rooted too.
Okay, so are they like in-art type company?
Yeah, they're licensed, so they're coming into the rooted game too, or premium line game.
Okay. I've just
So Crow, okay, they're working on the Crow. Okay, that too, the Crow, yeah.
The Crow.
They're working on a Crow.
Yeah. No, I've never heard. I guess I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research tomorrow, but I've never. I don't like. Do they make other different things? Is it just one? They're just doing 1/6 scale figures. Yeah.
There you go. The Labyrinth, the 1986 Labyrinth. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim Henson, David Bowie. I was thinking Pan's Labyrinth. I was like, wait a minute. Not. I got the Labyrinth, but I go saying Pan's.
Caustic Plastic is great. Their classic art figures are awesome. Got the Lee Jack thing, Cushing, man. My God, I guess I've never. Yeah, that's what I'll do. If it's on Sideshow, I'll take a look later. Yeah,
I'm definitely curious about the Conan Barbarian and the Crow. Not sure if I will be going after David Bowie's Goblin King, but we'll see.
This is them. Have you ever seen this guy before? Lon Chaney as London After Midnight. Huh.
Yeah, they did. They also did Chuck Norris as well. They had Chuck Norris right there, right next to him.
Yeah, they don't look that great. I mean, what are they asking for? 350. Oh, geez. See, this is the thing.
Well, the in-person photos of Chuck Norris look really good.
Yeah, no. Even I'm looking at the stitching too on his uniform. This doesn't look good at all. The accessories are even passable. I mean, it's this feels, this feels like something. This feels like something that Star Ace would probably make. But they're asking.
Well, like I said, I've seen the photos. The Chuck Norris look great though in person. So I'm like, yeah, it's better than Star Ace.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. I'm definitely interested in the Conan War Paint version. They have more, but it's sold out or waitlisted.
So yeah, I know some of the collectors are pre-ordering these, especially the Chuck Norris. So I'm curious about their final product when they finally release these. So,
Okay, yeah.
At least they're touching licenses that I was hoping that InArt would attempt to.
Yeah,
because that's one of the things that we had issues with InArt is that they're doing stuff that other companies have already done.
Yes,
I would have loved to see if they attempted to do a Conan the Barbarian. That would have been cool.
Yeah, but I mean, the only license that they're working with is just WB, so they're kind of limited, kind of painting into a corner there. So, yeah, and they give that license out to anybody. Just, what was the competitor in art? Isn't somebody? Is it J&D? Are they
J&D?
Yeah, it's just because they picked up the Warner Brothers license. I'm like, the Warner Brothers license.
You get a Warner Brothers. You get a WB license. You get a WB license. Everybody gets a WB license.
When everybody's special, then no one is. So it just doesn't make any sense. Why are we back on here? Oh God, there's so much. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I just want to see if I can find it. Did you see Did you see under the pre-release it says 74? Did SciShow reshuffle their website, or is Hot Toys really pumping out, releasing that amount of Hot Toy figures? Because the last time I kept an eye on this, it was hovering like around 128.
You're right. It was like 130 or something. Let me see. This is weird.
Yeah, there was some days it was like 132, others 128, but for the most part, it was averaging 130 for like the
So
longest.
we're doing Hot Toys, right? So let me see.
Only
manufacturers, Hot Toys, and then we're doing pre-release, right? 66 pre-releases. Wow.
I got
what actually
4. Why did you get?
I
did Hot Toys and then newest and then pre-release. That's it. I have
this is interesting.
Yeah, I'm showing 74. And
something must be off here. Maybe they're not counting. Remember, maybe they're not counting the ones that waitlisted. Possibly.
That could be it. You're right, because even waitlist would still be under the pre-order category. So it's waitlisted, right? But it's still, if you're in the waitlist, it can still convert to a pre-order. And if they've created a waitlist button, look at the waitlist, 207. You're not going to get any of these conversions. Oh boy.
Wow. So Danoby, Are you thinking of doing another stream and for December?
Another stream for December. Am I that particularly long? Well, Jesus. All right. Well, I feel like I owe the community another live stream, and I need to be in my right frame of mind. So I will try to commit an evening run for Sunday, and I'll be good, and I won't eat any chocolates or gummies or anything like that, and try to drown out my sorrows of the fight, because the fight was just boring. Did you see the fight, Nate? Nate?
Did I see the fight? Yes.
Yeah.
I did see the fight.
Were you disappointed with it?
Yes, because it just didn't seem fair, you know, like one was faster than the other, and then the other one just couldn't keep up. It didn't seem right, you know. The fight didn't seem right to me.
Man, but was it just me, or was Tyson falling apart by the fourth round?
Yes, Tyson just couldn't keep up. I don't know what was going on here, man.
Yeah,
I was like, wow. And again, he's up there in age, and I get it. So at the end of the day, he just accepted this fight for the money at this point, you know, because he couldn't keep up with Jake Paul, and Jake Paul, of course, was faster.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Jake Paul's pretty good. The fight was trash. You got that right. To go back to the live stream, my next live stream will not be a Christmas Eve special.
Will that be a Christmas Eve? No, so night before Christmas special?
No. I'm going to do another live stream. No, I feel bad, and I don't appreciate that I'm not at my full best senses for tonight's midnight run. So I will most likely do an evening or a midnight run on Sunday. Yes.
Oh wow, sooner than expected, eh?
Yes. Probably. Oh well, maybe not. I don't know. In the next few days, can I change it? Give me the next few days.
Yeah. Think about it. You know,
I'm gonna do another live stream and I'll be good. I won't consume anything. So just an energy drink, and that's gonna be it. But no, I do feel bad. The most notable moment of the entire fight was seeing Tyson bare ass naked in the locker. Yes, I saw the clip on Reddit.
I've heard that actually froze for most people. That very moment froze on their screen.
Wow.
because there was horror stories of Netflix just losing the connection.
Yeah, I thought it was me. I go, is my internet acting up? But it was really just Netflix, wasn't it? It kept buffering.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, can you imagine? They probably broke server records, right? I mean, everybody was watching this thing. You know?
Yep.
Everybody wanted to see Jake Paul fall. What's the word? They wanted Tyson to unalive
unalive.
You know, in case you won't say the keywords. Right? I'm like, maybe this is going to be the end of poor Jake Paul. Man, Tyson fourth, he was running out of gas. He was burning corn oil or something. It
was miserable. It was miserable.
No. Checking in from Icheon, South Korea. Hello, Bueller. Welcome to tonight's show. Apologies for my behavior if I say anything that may be insulting or incite a war on your. Help me out here.
Danoby, you have been behaving far better than usual.
I feel bad though because you know what? I haven't given the people a live stream, so I feel guilty and I have to deliver. So I want to say, are we done with the Jazz Inc? I I feel
Yeah,
like
we.
there's so
I
much
believe we
more.
are done with the Jazz Inc. Unless you
I feel
had
like
more in your notes.
no. Other than the Cult of Jazz Inc. There
That's right. You
yeah.
wanted to talk about the Call of Jazz Inc. video.
Yes, the Call of Jazz Inc. Video where Ryan is driving a Ford
Or
Bronco. You know I love that clip. Cult of Jazz Inc. Oh, folks, you gotta you have to wake up. You can't. No, you gotta wake up from the dream. You can't fall
At this
into that
point, a
gravity.
nightmare.
Yeah, it's a not like don't convince yourself. Oh, my Jazz Inc. Batmobile 2022 is wonderful, and it rolls on the floor perfectly. You know, blinking. You know, SOS, help! I'm being tortured.
So Danoby, JB is asking, when is your Jazz Inc. '89 Batmobile arriving? Is Halorian getting his?
He probably is. He gets all that trash from Jazz Inc. All the vehicles.
So my question to you is, would you do a comparison video or a follow-up comparison review of the Jazz Inc. '89 Batmobile to the Hot Toys Batmobile?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, absolutely would. My video would just be all right, that's it. No more.
Okay. Danoby, we'll do a follow-up stream and I will ask you the same question when you are sane.
But I would review it. The question is if I would absolutely. I really
Really,
would.
you would? Okay.
Yeah, because I want people to just break the chains off of the Jazz Inc. cult. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're gonna have to. Not everybody can wake up, but I mean, when you do wake up from it. Did you see that?
Yes. So the Danoby, are you the Morpheus to Mr. Mom's Neo? You gave him the red pill.
He's one of our newest survivors that has entered the real world. So he's getting acclimated to the real truth.
Danoby Morpheus, oh dear Lord.
You can't save the nation, but maybe you can save the town. You know, I don't know. You can. I'm having way too much fun right now. I want another. Can I get another piece of chocolate? I don't know.
No, bad Danoby, bad. No more chocolate for you. Maybe off screen. End the stream. You can have more chocolate by ending the stream. Okay.
Okay. That's good ass chocolate. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's what other fun clips? Man, I'm probably gonna get demonetized, but I had fun making these clips.
How many more do you have that you made for the stream?
I don't know, but that was one of my the Neo waking up was my favorite because the minute that Mr. Mom's Collectibles got his '89 Batmobile, he just pulled his pants around his ankles and just took a big shit on the cult of Jazz Inc. And these vehicles are trash, covered in sand, fingerprints, smuts, panels warped. My first vehicle being fished out of Gotham Harbor, and nobody else in the community seems to have any complaints. So it's just it's so weird that it's just Mr. Mom that has very legitimate, and then everybody else, they know they have shitty vehicles, all swallowing their bullshit, choking on it, convincing the rest of the world that they have exceptional vehicles. Yeah. It's nothing that a 4K blast wouldn't be able to uncover. So yeah, and Mr. Hada Loring gets the '89 Batmobile, but I mean, for all I know, he probably has it buried behind his other Jazz Inc Batmobiles. So I need to. I'll shoot him. I don't think I don't know. I haven't heard anything on that. But
Yeah, talk with Hale Lorian. He probably has it, or it's getting it. Hey, maybe find out if Hale Lorian pre-ordered the Catwoman, because that's another situation.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a Jazz Inc Catwoman being released this way? Dear Lord.
Did I tell the Jazz Inc Catwoman? Have I talked about the Jazz Inc Catwoman is she fairly new? Nate, you gotta help me out here.
You did talk about her in a previous stream. Yes.
Okay, good. Yes. I had a good okay. I just want to make sure that did I talk about how Jazz Inc going into this realm of 1/6 scale figures can anger the hot toy gods?
Ooh. Yes, you did. Yes, you sort of hinted at it, but elaborate.
So Hot Toys, Jazz Inc. They have quite an assortment of Batman Batmobiles, kind of almost in direct competition to Hot Toys 1/6 scale vehicle line. Like they made the '89 Batmobile, they teased the Patterson Batmobile 2022. Jazz Inc. released it, then Hot Toys kind of teased it. So it's been this little micro tug of war, nothing very serious or anything to kind of anger Hot Toys. But the real bread and butter, where the real margins are made, is in the 1/6 scale figures. And because Jazz Inc. has been playing around with the vehicles, it isn't the tapping he's doing on the Beehive isn't strong enough to get the bees angry. Announcing and making the 1/6 scale Catwoman could be really large tap to the point of shaking the Beehive, that the bees, Hot Toys gets really frustrated. Oh, now you're cutting into what we do. You're kind of pissing us off, Jazz Inc. So we're now going to do an artisan Catwoman, which is, I think, a valid
assessment.
Yeah, well, a guess, right?
A guess, assumption.
Assumption that maybe Hot Toys can do it. So that being said, and Jazz Inc. goes into the pre-production of all of these Catwoman, and then 6 months down the road they make an announcement, which could then cripple, right, the appearance, because I know he has multiple different SKUs with the Catwoman, so it could be enough to kind of really rock his boat, because Hot Toys is going to be able to offer probably at a more affordable price point.
Yeah, another thing too is that Hot Toys struck first with the Batmissle, which Jazz Juice was debating whether or not he was going to make it.
Andrew playing. I'm reading this. I like that every man has an inner pain clip. Yep. Just wait until the Jazz. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I'm waiting for their Frankenstein. Oh, this must be for the Caustic Plastic. Christian Lopez. I'm assuming that's. I'm waiting for the Frankenstein. So you're referring to caustic plastic on this one. Technically, yeah, that's actually, I feel that it's 100% legit. Yeah.
Mhm.
So when they review a Jazz Inc vehicle or yeah, no. And then if you've noticed, he has a small area. I tend to wonder if he's displaying the vehicles within his, or if he's either selling them or giving them away. I just think it's funny that I remember when he looked over the Blitzway Ecto-1 and he was just fawning over it and being swooned by it. And then you've never seen that vehicle ever in his workshop. And he has a display collection on the side within where it's filmed, where he lives. So I just wonder, like, I don't even think he likes the vehicles to the point of keeping them. And I just gives them away or sells them. That's my speculative theory on what really goes on over there.
Okay.
No, please.
No, not just very curious on when Hot Toys will drop that bombshell of a artisan Catwoman into the once a scale community, because that would definitely cause a ripple and, well, more of a tidal wave, as it were, because it's going to be another situation like the Batmobile, like back and forth on which is the better piece or which is more accurate. It's going to be another battle against the Titans, or gods and mortals at this point.
I'm just happy that they're kind of back in the game into the 1/6 scale vehicle. So, and I think that just kind of it spurs excitement, competition with the fair competitor, from lots of people that are doing 1/6 scale vehicles, and it's just needed, and it's about time. I can only imagine what else they can surprise us with. And then again at the end of the holidays.
Well, we had Revenge of the Sith is next year, 25th anniversary or 20th anniversary. One of the anniversaries. I just know it's next year, and we possibly will see, some flexes. Like, crossing my fingers, a Jedi Starfighter would be nice.
I sure would. Copy and Trace Chronicles Conan's and didn't get made. It was perfect. Oh, yeah. And then Eric says, I always assumed it was all Norms. Yeah, you know what? I always believed that he would take it home too. I did come up with that theory. I just think it's weird because certain movie props that he gets either gifted or he makes, he displays them proudly in his workshop. And he does that, and does have a section off camera that, like, a display room type case. But like the vehicles, I never see the vehicles. And I'm like, is he selling them? Is he? But then I realized that, I think Norm is pocketing. I think maybe Adam is just doing it for his channel. I don't think he really gives a shit of what these vehicles look like. So, yeah.
That's a good possibility.
Yeah.
That Norm, because when I watched Norm's videos, he seems to be the collector enthusiast when it comes to 1/6 and collectibles.
Yeah. Nate, I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to return back. I'm going to do another live stream in the next few days. I don't know when, but I will, because I'm going to apologize with the video that I may have overdone it tonight and just consumed a little bit too much. So I feel bad. I'll make it up. I'll be sober. I won't do anything sinful. But I had a reason, because I was about to fight. It was a boring fight. It was a stupid fight. But yes, I'll be back. Stay safe, folks.
Please, Show some mercy.
Mercy? I'm afraid that my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
Oh shit! What happened?
The Danoby, it didn't end. Press the end button, Danoby.